Alright, today guys, we're out here at Lake Arrowhead and we are actually going to be inside Lake Arrowhead State Park. As you see, they have a nice fishing pier that lights up at night and draws fish in. Also, this is all open to the public, and a cool thing about Texas and a lot of people don't realize is if you were inside a Texas state park, either fishing off a fishing pier like this or off the bank, you are not required to have a fishing license if you pay your entry fee into the state park. So everything that we're going to be doing in this video is going to be inside the state park limits, and we actually got a campsite for the night also. So we're going to be out here for a whole night and day, so get ready, it's about to be interesting, and we're about to get into some info about Lake Arrowhead. Lake Arrowhead is a Red River Basin lake. It was impounded in 1966. The surface area is 14,969 acres, max depth 45 feet, location 15 miles southwest of Wichita Falls, Texas. This lake consists of fish species including largemouth bass, white bass, crappie, blue catfish, channel catfish, flathead catfish, sunfish, gar, carp, and shad. Also, check out all my links to all my other social medias down in the description of this video. Alright, so the first spot we're going to hit is we're going to walk the Onion Creek Trail down into the spillway of Lake Arrowhead. My friend Josh is with us today, and we walked a mile down in here to get where we're at, and this is where their spillway runs into. And then we also have another treat. We brought Jethro today. Alright, we've already got a pole hit, and the reason I'm running is because I just have this pole stuck into the side of this bank in the mud because we forgot to bring the pole holders today. Alright, so we caught this guy on a piece of dead shad that I froze and brought with us, and it's a nice little blue cat here. I caught him on a slip bobber rig out there, and so I'm going to toss this one on the stringer, and we're going to keep him and take him home, clean him, and cook him. Alright, while I was putting on that fish on the stringer, Josh done caught something, and he done got it reeled in, and he's done caught us a gar. So that's the second species that we've done caught down in here in this spillway so far, fishing the state park of Lake Arrowhead. So number 2, a gar. Alright guys, we done hooked up with another fish here. So this is actually Josh's pole that I went and grabbed for him because I don't know what the heck he's doing. So he had a bobber on this one, and I believe he also had a piece of dead shad on there also. So we're going to see what we get on this pole. Alright y'all, we finally got this thing reeled in, and we got another gar. So these gar are just loving this shad. That blue cat loved that shad. So right now the shad is just working for us down in here. Alright y'all, we done hooked up with another fish here, and we're going to get this one on in. This one's a little bit more tougher. I don't know why this fish is so hard to get in, and you see it's taking me some strength to reel it in. So we're going to get it in and see how big it is. I figured out why we're having such a hard time reeling this fish in. It's because this fish done dragged me across Josh's line, and I'm hooked up in Josh's line also. But we done caught us another little blue cat on this slip bobber rig on a piece of dead shad. So, man, that's 4 fish now on shad. So shad is the thing down here, I guess. All right, guys, and yeah, this little blue cat is a keeper. So we're gonna toss him on a stringer and keep him and fry him up also, because man, blue cats are amazing to eat. They're some of the best catfish to eat ever. And we got Jethro over here trying to play with the one that we already caught. Jethro, we already caught that fishy. We don't want to catch that fish again. Alright, so we've run out of shad, even though it was doing so great. So we're going to take this little bitty gar that we caught first off, and we're going to cut him up, and we're going to throw him on a hook and use him as bait and see how that works down in here. Alright, unfortunately my camera died on me, so we actually walked down into the spillway even more to the left of me to see if we could get down in there further. So we left the pole set up with that 2 pieces of gar on 2 different poles, and when we came back, the one I'm reeling in right now had a piece of gar on it, and we're about to find out what's on it. And then the pole before it had a piece of gar on it, and there was a nice sized blue cat on that one. So we're about to see what's going on with this pole right here. Hopefully it's another blue cat, and Jethro wants to play with it, of course. And yeah, it sure is. It's another good sized blue cat that we caught. So this spillway treated us pretty well today so far. So it's getting kind of hot, so we're probably going to head back in. Alright, we're on top of this spillway now, which is right behind our camp. And we got to camp from being down in that trail down there in the spillway, and lay down, took a little nap, left some poles set up. Well, now my pole is stuck in the lily pads and cattails. I reeled it through the cattails as much as I could, so now it's stuck. And there is a fish on it, so I'm waiting on Josh to get over here to give me my waders, because I'm about to go get this fish. Alright, Josh finally got over here with my waders, and I'm putting on my waders now because I don't know what's on the bottom of this lake. Alright, as I'm waiting out here, I am holding on to my line, directing myself to where this line goes to and where it ends at. And the reason I'm moving so slow is just to make sure there's nothing under my feet, or I don't happen to step on a snake or a turtle or anything like that. As you see, my friend's dog is swimming out here with me to help me and make sure I'm okay out here in this water, since I made it out here to where this line's stuck at. So now I'm going to get under here and figure out what's on this line and get it out of the water. Alright guys, so as you see, I didn't caught a largemouth bass. I was really shocked when I pulled this guy out of here, and because I did not expect to catch him. I caught him on a live sunfish on a slip weight rig that sits on the bottom with a 12-inch leader on it. So I was really shocked about pulling this guy out a while ago. So we're gonna get him weighed and see how much he weighs and everything. But that's a nice little largemouth bass, and as you see, the tail of that sunfish is still right down in there. That's what that black spot in the bottom of his mouth is. Alright guys, now that the sun's gone down, we've moved over to the fishing pier that was at the beginning of the video with the intro part of it. And right now I'm playing in these rocks just trying to catch some bait, and I just caught a piece of bait right there. So, got a little sunfish right here as you see, and this guy works amazing for bait, so I'm actually going to take him straight off this hook and put him straight onto the slime cat ride, the Joker, and get that pole tossed out and see what I can catch on him. Alright, I'm going to get the Joker set up now and put that piece of bait I just caught on him and see if we can catch us a catfish on this guy. But, oh, wait, hold on. My pole's going off over here that I have the bottom walker on with 2 live minnows on it. This pole is bending over, so we're going to see if there's something on it or not. Alright guys, yeah, we definitely got something on this. I just hooked up with it and we're gonna see what happens and see what we got. It's fighting pretty good, so hopefully it's a cat and not one of these gar that's swimming all underneath these lights and everything. Sure enough, we done caught us a gar on the bottom walker rig. As you see, this lake is not any shortage of gar in this thing. That is for sure. Alright guys, while we've been sitting on this pier, there's this beaver that's been swimming around, and finally got him on camera so y'all can see him. It's one of the things I love about fishing, and fishing at night and during the day and everything, is you never know what kind of wildlife you're going to see, especially depending on where you go. But this state park has a lot of cool wildlife in it. As you see, it has the beaver, there's prairie dogs out here, there are snakes, so you do have to be careful. But it's just a lot of fun to see what kind of wildlife you can see out here and everything. Now that we had fun with the beaver, we're going to get back to fishing. I'm going to keep trying to catch some more bait here, because catching bait is a good way and a fun way to pass the time. Also, right here at this fishing pier inside the state park in these rocks, you can catch crawdad also. But as you see, I caught us another little sunfish. So these guys work great. Like I said, they are always catfish candy. They work amazing. They're an amazing bait. They are pretty easy to keep alive too, so you can always have live bait. So as you see, I just drug another one out. So these are great for kids to fish for too, because they're so quick and so on it that they don't have to sit there and wait that long. It's a great way to get kids interested and get them hooked on fishing. Alright guys, the Joker's starting to go off down here, so I'm going to get down here to it and see what's messing with it. I have one of those live sunfish that I caught up here earlier on it, so hopefully we got a cat and not another gar. As you see, that tip just went down, so we're going to grab it and hook on up with this fish and see what we got. Sure enough, we done caught us another gar, guys. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one. So, if you want to go gar fishing, this is the place to do it at. Obviously, these guys are fun to catch. I don't have no use for them other than use them as bait, or you can eat these guys. They're just a pain to clean and get the fillets off because you got to cut through that outer shell. You need a pair of tin snips or something like that to clean these guys, but they actually do make really good. You can fry them up and make nuggets with them, which are real good, but like I said, it's just a pain to clean them, but they're a lot of fun to catch. So want to go catch some gar, make sure you come out to Lake Arrowhead. You can catch gar all day long. Alright guys, so we're going to call it a night out here. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Lake Arrowhead and seeing all the cool places you can fish out here that is open to the public. Unlike my first episode where I fished at the lake house, but you can catch some blues out here. You can catch gar, bass, sunfish, great bait spot, crawdads, everything like that. So hope y'all enjoyed it and catch us for the next lake.
Also, don't forget to check out my other social media pages and also my merchandise page. All my links are in the description of this video.